Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get straight into this topic here. This was a topic that was 100% influenced by a show that I saw today from Too Raw for TV, or Dark Apocalypse, right? And as you guys know, as we were watching this series between the Lakers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, there was a player that stood out that everyone was talking about. And that person was Ajay Mitchell. And I believe he's from Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. And everyone just kept on talking about how well he was playing. And frankly, the guy was balling out of his mind. And then we heard he was only a second-year player. And everyone was just kind of in awe of him, his confidence, his clutch plays, his ability to score in a myriad of ways, his ability to take big shots. And I mean, these were key moments in the playoffs that he really stepped up to the plate when their best player in SGA wasn't playing his best, right? So everyone kind of marveled at the job that he did, and they were talking about this guy's going to be a future star, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So the series ended, and that was that. But then I came across a show today from Too Raw for TV's channel. You guys go check it out, where he said that the Lakers had an opportunity to draft Ajay Mitchell over Bronny James. And I was like, wait, what? Because this is something, and I'm going to be, I give credit where it's due. I got no problem giving love to other channels. I never even thought about that. The thoughts that enter my mind, I never even went down that rabbit. I never thought about it. And then I was like, what do you mean he could give him this? Like, I was confused, right? And then I was like, wait a minute. So I had to do some research, and I found out both of these guys were from the same draft class. And I'm like, okay. And then as I started digging deeper, I'm like, oh my God, it's true. Okay, so let's get into this breakdown here. Ajay Mitchell was selected as the 38th pick in the 2024 draft, when Bronny was selected as the 55th pick. But remember, the Lakers had the 17th pick, which they selected Dalton Connect for. So when he first said that, I was like, what do you mean? The Lakers had a 55th pick, right? Because I hadn't paid much, I don't pay too much attention to the draft. It was only, so I started doing my research, and I'm like, wait a minute. They could have traded up to get Ajay Mitchell. So I did some research, and I just want to read a little bit of what I found here. It says, yes, the Lakers theoretically could have used the 55th pick in the 2024 draft to acquire the 38th pick, but it would have required a trade, with the team holding the pick, which was the New York Knicks, because the New York Knicks drafted Ajay Mitchell, and likely additional assets beyond just the 55th pick. So it said the NBA can trade draft picks, including swapping lower picks for higher ones, as long as they abide by the league rules. And then it says the cost of moving up. It says in the 2024 draft, pick number 55 was considered the end of the second round, where Bronny James was selected. Moving up 17 spots to pick the 38th overall pick usually requires sending extra considerations such as cash or future second round picks because the 38th pick is considered higher value. Now get this. It says, Lakers approach. While the Lakers had the ability to trade for a higher pick, they reportedly preferred to keep their 17th pick for Dalton Connect and use the 55th pick specifically for Bronny James. And ladies and gentlemen, I was floored. Talk about opening up talk about turning on the lights. It was like a light bulb went off. So wait, let me get this straight, because you got all of these LeBron fans moaning and groaning and hollering and screaming, oh man, the Lakers, man, they don't like LeBron, man. They trying to do a black man down, man. They don't like LeBron James, man. They trying to do him greasy peasy. The Lakers had an opportunity to draft a hell of a player in Ajay Mitchell and overlooked him for Bronny James. But the Lakers had it out for LeBron James? I'm confused. We were all looking at AJ in round 2 and in absolute awe of how well he was playing. That was the first time I watched him this season. And they were like, if the Lakers only had talent like that, well, they were busy drafting Bronny. All in an effort to appease LeBron. who LeBron fans say the Lakers never did anything for LeBron James. You can't make this stuff up. So it lets me know at that time the Lakers were a fully unserious organization. They were not a serious drafting. They were not a serious team. The Lakers at that time had turned into the clown show of the NBA. We know this. It had become a circus. We all know this. You have all of these LeBron fans. Oh, man, LeBron brought the love and the smoke and the fire and the thunder. Nobody wanted to come to the Lakers. What are you talking about? So many key free agents turned down the Lakers. Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. They were supposed to get DeMar DeRozan. That didn't work. Like, there were so many people that chose not to sign with the Lakers. Even Kevin Durant at one point was like, I don't want to be there because of all of the toxicity that surrounds that team. AD was the only one that wanted to go there because he wanted to be LeBron's little bro. I mean, let's be for real. He wanted to be LeBron's little bro. And that's why wherever LeBron went, someone's following him around. Happy to be there. Happy to be the second fiddle. To play that role. But now I'm realizing the Lakers had a chance to get AJ Mitchell, but they went for Bronny James. What does that say about the franchise in that space and time? It's unbelievable to me, but it tells me that the leadership at that time was absolutely clueless. Clueless and unserious. And it seems like it was only when the new leadership came in and then you stopped hearing all of this nonsense. Like they refused to give LeBron a contract. That's when things began to change. But I want Laker fans to know that this Laker team had an opportunity to try to get their hands on AJ Mitchell, and instead they got Bronny James. That's for y'all to think about.